Hear that? Oh, yeah. I told you, man. I told you. Give my headphones back, man. Give them back. Let's do it. Hey JDLians, welcome back to the show. As you can see, I am super excited because I got these Panasonic deep bass, I was going to say true wireless earbuds. I do a lot of earbuds on this channel, but deep bass over ear cans, man. These are, what do they call, the RB-M700B. Why couldn't they just call them the Panasonic Beast Cannons? Anyways, I got to get rid of this box, man. But before I get rid of the box, I want you to see it right there. XBS Deep Bass. Now this box has got to go because the unboxing experience isn't like that great. It's just, you know, a box and you got your plastic, then you get some more plastic with the USB-C charging cable and the 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter auxiliary cable as your peripherals, and that's about it, man. That's all you're getting with the package. There's no case, there's no pouch, nothing like that, but you do get a handsome set of headphones. So let's just take a deep dive in here and look at them in detail. So you see these plush ear cups right here, man? See that? You see that? No, for real, man. Look at it. Look how plush that is. That is super thick and plush. These ear cups are the truth. But on the bottom of the right ear cup, you're going to get your multifunction button, which is a play and pause and answering in calls and your assistant button and stuff like that. And then you're going to get your volume up and volume down button. Then you're going to get your USB-C charging port right there. And this is your noise canceling switch, which doesn't seem to actually activate noise canceling on or off while the headphones are on or off. Last but not least, you're going to get your bass toggle right there. Well, I don't know if it's a toggle or the buttons, whatever. You get 3 levels of bass, like extra bass. You get your low, medium, and high. And then it'll give you a little alerts once you've reached peak or minimum for the bass. When we talk about bass, I want you to look at this right here. This almost seems like some type of vented port to add more bass. I do not believe it is. I think it's just really aesthetics. But inside of this ear cup, can you hear that? It's kind of like that gong effect that you get out of the Skullcandy Crushers. And that's why I'm calling these like the Panasonic Crushers, man. I know Panasonic wants to make their own footprint, but still Skullcandy kind of did this first. They have a bass reactor in here, which is going to allow you to emphasize a certain bass notes. Now, they don't capture all of the deep, rich bass notes. Some of them seem to be missed in the music, a lot like what the Skullcandy Crushers will do. But we'll get on that part, you know, as far as sound in just a moment. I'm really just kind of doing aesthetics right now. I want to take you back to the front view of these headphones because I want to show you that they do swivel. Yep, they swivel only this way. They don't come back the other way, but only that way they swivel. So you can slide them in a bag if you need to, but they do not fold. So that's the only way they're going to travel. You slide them in a bag or lay them down somewhere. Not a big deal. I've actually grown to really, really like this swiveling action right there. That way you can slide them in the bag because they're just easier to transport. They take up a lot less space that way. But it is kind of sad that you don't get a carrying pouch just in case you want to, you know, protect them while they're in your bag. Now let's get on to the comfort part. So when I put them on my peanut head, I gotta expand the headband, maybe 1 or 2 clicks on each side, and this is how they're gonna look. And it is a handsome set. And I'm gonna tell you, man, very comfortable headphones. They almost seem like they weigh a lot when they're in your hand, but that weight completely disappears when they're on your head just because of the way it's dispersed in these soft, pillowy ear cups right here. So I have no complaints about ear fatigue or nothing like that. You could probably listen to these for about, I don't know, a few hours. You can have yourself a nice long session if you want to. I actually tried these out with a couple of YouTube videos. Everything syncs up fine. I didn't experience any latency. There is the extra bass added when you're watching the movies and videos and stuff like that. And as far as active noise canceling goes, yes, they do drown out a lot of sound. This is not going to be Sony XM3 level of noise cancellation. We're more along the level of the Sony 710Ns or something like that. You know, not the top tier. You know, if you're going to compare it to something that you've already experienced or heard about. So it's not like the greatest. Let me put up a scale for you. Like, here's the best of the best, which would be the Sony XM3 or XM4, right? And then you got like the worst. You know, you got like your Impal. You know what I mean? Shots fired at Impal. No, man, I don't really mean it like that, but you got the lowest quality of noise canceling. We're right about here. You know what I'm saying? We're above the mid-range of noise canceling. So that's good on Panasonic's part right there. But now I guess we got to move on to something that's really important, man. I know you guys got questions, man, and I got a few answers for you. But there's only one question I know you're concerned about. New guy, why are you sitting there looking at me like, you know, the deer in the headlights look, man? You know what you wanted to know. Oh, come on, veterans. All together now. Let's tell the new guy what's up. But do they jam know? Man, let me tell you, Eazy-E's verse on that joint it's like an all-time classic verse. Like, I love Bone Thugs and Harmony, but the thing that sets that song off from any other song in life is Eazy-E's verse. And you gotta agree with me on that, man. It's just classic. Oh man, but you know what? The star of the show of these headphones is not necessarily that song, although I'm gonna be jamming that song as soon as I'm done with this video. So as far as sound quality goes, when we talk about mids and highs, they're okay, man. These are not for a critical listener, someone who is, you know, like one of those audiophiles or something like that. These are headphones made for fun and movie watching and stuff like that. Even video games, I would say, because while they're not the best at like soundstage, you know, just like kind of feeling and hearing where things are coming from, they do provide like great explosions and gunshots and stuff like that. Things that carry a lot of bass. So if you're a person that's looking for a lot of detail in your music, definitely skip these. But if you are a bass addict, you might want to check these out. Now, with that being said, like I said, they do skip a few notes, and that's why I compare them to the Skullcandy Crushers, because you know what? I've said a lot about these. Hey man, you got those crushers over there? Yeah, there they go. There go the crushers. I just listened to these, man. And, I just listened to the Panasonics. Let me get a little sample of these Skullcandy Crushers right here. Let me get them paired up and get me a jam session going. Okay, so similarities, absolutely. Differences, absolutely. When it comes to comfort, man, I gotta give it up to the Panasonics. The Panasonics just distribute weight very evenly. The clamping force is nice and gentle, and the ear cups are big and pillowy. Whereas the Crushers, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna realize you got these on your head. It's not a bad deal, of course not, but you know, it's just a different experience. You definitely get, like, you don't get those squeaky sounds in the Panasonics. But as far as clarity and bass and the separation of the bass slider and stuff like that, what I got to talk about is the skipping of the notes. They both pretty much skip the same notes, you know. I don't know what hertz it is. I'm not going to go into all those, numbers and stuff like that. It's, but you're definitely going to get a fantastic bass experience. But the Skullcandy Crushers actually do win when it comes to clarity. They definitely balance out the sound a lot better. And the fact that you can really fine tune this bass with the bass slider is clutch. But let's get back over here because this is the star of the show. What I found with these is, and I didn't see this until I actually read the guide right here, the instructions, was that they actually do advise you to turn the volume down a little bit and kind of, not fine tune it, but you only got so much bass here. You got low, medium, and high on here, but they actually do advise you to turn it down because you can get some distortion when you turn these all the way up with the bass at max. Some people might not like that. I think the distortion that comes from having the ANC off, because there's a difference. I'll talk about it in a second. I don't call that distortion. I call that rumble. I call that extra rumble. I don't think it's really distortion. But where you will hear distortion is when you turn on the ANC and try to listen with the bass boost on. The ANC mics in these headphones right here, for some reason, it really does pick up all of the bass rumblings in here, and it just trashes the music. So much distortion goes on. So if you're going to activate the bass boost on here, you have to turn the noise canceling off. And that kind of makes sense, I guess, because, the bass is actually considered noise canceling because whatever bass you're getting is definitely going to cancel out any outside or ambient bass coming from the outside. So that doesn't really, upset me too much. For some people, you just want things to work smoothly, especially since other companies have done it well in the past. But yeah, that's one of those things you got to make note of. If you're going to turn off this bass boost, definitely turn the noise cancellation off. Now with the noise cancellation on, like I said, you're going to get a crap load of distortion when you turn up the bass boost. But even if you turn it all the way down to the minimal position, if you're listening to a super bass heavy song, you're still going to hear some distortion while you have the active noise cancellation on. So that's actually kind of disappointing. So that means that's why they tell you in the instructions to turn the music down. That way you don't hear the distortion. It's kind of covering their bases because people will complain about that. And I know a lot of you people do not look at instructions. I'm one of those people as well. But they do advise you to turn the volume down a little bit. That way you can clean up some of that distortion that you're going to get, particularly while you have the active noise cancellation on. So as far as bass head headphones, these are definitely a top contender in that market right there. But let me just tell you one more time, man, these are for fun. If you're an audiophile or someone who's very particular on details and stuff, stay away from these because you ain't gonna do nothing but complain, and you did it to yourself. But if you're an OG bass head like myself who likes to blast your music and destroy your eardrums, by all means pick these bad boys up because they're gonna do a doggone good job at it, man. Yeah, Panasonic, you got a winner here, man. They could definitely use some improvements, and I can't wait to see what you do with the next round of these. I know, the pressure's on to come out with a new and improved product every year. So hopefully you do, hopefully you watch this video and get some, input from your, from your customers, because these could use a little bit of work. Come on, man, you got to admit that. Anyways, man, I got to get up out of here and go make some more videos. I enjoy these headphones, and I'm definitely going to finish listening to some Bone Thugs and Harmony when I get out of here. That means y'all got to get out of here. Hey, until I see y'all again, make sure, whoa. You know what I haven't done in a while? How about giving your boy some emoji hands up in the comment section? Now we can get out of here. And until I see y'all again, make sure y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Oh, so you wanted them cats that like to just run up in a place, take what you want, then leave, huh? Man, you better hit that subscribe and notification button. That way you know when I'm over here opening up new stuff. And while you're down there, you might want to consider tapping that join button and becoming a member, because membership has its perks. See, that wasn't so bad. All right, man, I appreciate you, and I'll see you at the next one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?